records show that I, Olive Pendergast, being of sound mind, ample-ish breast size, and the occasional corny knock-knock joke, do enter this video blog as evidence in the case against me.
I got it, dude. Chill out, alright, man? It's flawless. Here, you check it out.
Got that gold.
Even speak English.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Well, I got it out of the food basket at the end of the lunch line.
That's a garbage can.
I write her love letters. I buy her flowers. I don't give a shit. I have no shame. All I want to do is have sex.
Look, I just need to set the record straight. And what better way to do that than to broadcast it here on the internet? So, here it goes.
Why does it say McLovin on it?
Well, they let you pick any name you want when you get down there.
Before Superbad, Christopher Mintz-Plasse had no professional headshots, so he took one with his camera phone, which actually reflected Vogel's character well and got him an audition.
Well, I mean, it's between that or Muhammad.
Why the f*** would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you pick a common name like a normal person?
Actually, Seth, I know you wouldn't know this because you're, stupid, but, Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. I got told off. My name is Vogel, but I look like I'm a McLovin, too.
What the f*** does a McLovin look like? Have you ever seen one before?
No, but I can be McLovin.
ID says you're 25 years old. Why wouldn't you just put 21, man?
Every day, dozens of kids roll into their liquor store with their fake IDs trying to act all Joe casual, and each and every one of these kids just so happen to be 21. How many 21-year-olds do you think there are?
Stay calm, okay? Let's not lose our heads. It's a fine ID.
It's my choice, man. I went to get the ID. You didn't do it.
Unlike Mintz-Plasse, who had no experience, in the early 1990s, Matthew McConaughey had done some commercials.
Peace Corps. Life is calling.
Shows like Unsolved Mysteries.
My son Larry, he was home for a few days and he was cutting our lawn for us.
But it wasn't until Rick Linklater's Dazed and Confused that he exploded.
Tom? Yeah? Say, man, you got a joint? No, you want it? It'd be a lot cooler if you did. There's Pickford, that stoner, I know. He's got some. Say, you're a freshman, right?
Yeah.
This is your freshman college next week.
What you could end up in jail sometime, so I know that. That's what I love about these high school girls, man.
I keep getting older. They say the same thing.
Over the next 5 years, McConaughey was off. Just like Emma Stone, who wanted acting so badly she made a PowerPoint to convince her parents to move to LA. And after 5 years of bit parts, scored Zombieland.
Yeah?
Nothing mentioned it.
We'll take your weapons, your car keys, your ammunition.
And if you got it, sugar, let's go.
What the?
And Easy A.
I confess that I, in no small part, am to blame for the vociferous gossip that has turned my varsity letter scarlet. However, for those of you who are hoping that the sizzling details of my sordid past will give you reason to lock your door and make love to a dollop of your sister's moisturizing lotion, well, you will be gravely disappointed.
The character in Stone's self-tape intends to set a record straight.
Part 1. The shudder-inducing and cliched, however totally false account of how I lost my virginity to a guy at a community college in a neighboring town. Let me begin by saying that there are two sides to every story. And this is my side, the right one.
The subsequent audition dialogue is tight and true to teenagers.
I've discovered an infallible remedy to teen angst. Happiness. You know, I read this article, and with this whole emo movement, it looks like in a couple years, kids are going to be the popular ones at school.
Olive, stop. This is serious. Did you really bang Brandon last night at Melanie Dixon's party?
No, you were saying
That's what everyone is saying.
Well, then I guess it's true.
What's wrong with you? Doesn't sex mean anything to you?
Yes, it is a period of time, however short, that I don't have to talk to you.
In the 2000s, Jason Momoa was typecast in beach dude roles in Baywatch, Hawaiian Wedding, Tempted, and North Shore.
You want friends? Or you want fans?
But he caught 2 breaks in 2010 with Conan the Barbarian, and the role he's most appreciated for today. Drogo, Idaho, and Aquaman all began with a hookup.
Hey, do you speak English? Yes. I was looking for the bathroom. Can you not say anything about this? My boss wouldn't like this.
Alias catapulted Jennifer Garner to Catch Me If You Can.
Man, I can't invite anything he wants.
Daredevil.
I'll find you.
And 13 going on 30.
How old are you anyway? 13. Me too. Used to be.
She went to me. She said, Seth, I want you to buy alcohol for my party. That doesn't happen every second of the day. She looked me straight in the face and asked me. She wants to me, man. She wants what I got, and I got a lot of it, okay?
While doing college theatre in New York, Jonah Hill befriended Jake and Rebecca Hoffman, who introduced him to their dad.
You got me.
Dustin Hoffman helped Hill get I Heart Huckabees.
Yes, 260, and I've reached the Omega level.
Which led to a bit part in The 40-Year-Old Virgin,
So I guess I'll just give you some money.
playing Adam Sandler's son in Click.
Hey, Dad.
And after reading and improvising for Seth Rogen, the lead in Superbad.
Today is a day that actually becomes a possibility in my life.
Did you ever think that maybe she's just using you to get her alcohol?
Dude, if this works, we'll be riding into college on a stream of juice. On a wave. We'll be like Kelly Slater doing rip curls through that wave of juice. We need to build a dam to stop juice from overflowing onto us.
You're right.
That's graphic.
That's graphic.
Michael Cera's audition, like his character Evan, was more repressed and resentful.
You bailed on me, okay? You bailed on me this morning when Jesse spat on me, and you're bailing on me next year.
Okay, that fade. Finally, there it is.
See, this is why it's important when you're going for a goal or dreams. One, you shouldn't try to picture how it's gonna go exactly, because it won't go that way. So all you're kind of doing is blocking yourself in. You know when they say don't put yourself in a box creatively? Don't put yourself in a box. You're only limited to what you've seen work. What if your path is about to break all the rules and you're walking into your own identity and you're making your own new blueprint, which is fine. If that's what the Lord willeth, walk right through. Don't even walk through. Run right through the door he's opening. Your job is to wait for a door to open, and in the meantime, keep knocking on all doors. The second the door opens, you go ahead and get in there and get comfortable. Act like you live here, because you've been knocking for a long time. So welcome home. That being said, it's essential not to lock yourself into a way something should go, which I feel like that's nowadays becoming a little bit more common sense. But I'm a piggyback on that thought of not locking yourself into a specific way it should go. Don't make it so serious. Seeing Jonah Hill standing in that RV with Seth Rogen and just running through the lines, he wasn't taking himself too serious. He was there to work, but he wasn't taking it too serious where he's nervous, and he was just giving the lines. I'm not saying he wasn't nervous. I don't know that man. What I'm saying is, sometimes we look at it. I will go as far as to say some people who want to become actors and actresses don't take the first step because they think it's a reach. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes a great movie, was put together by a couple friends. You know, you got your John Favreau and dang, what's my dog's name? Anyone but my dog. What's my dog's name? Because he's in a movie with Internship. You got Owen Wilson, one of my favorite movies, Wedding Crashers. Owen Wilson, and how am I drawing the blank? My man he bagged Jennifer Aniston. What is my man's name? This is crazy. Vince Vaughn. John Favreau and Vince Vaughn make a movie, two friends. Sometimes it's not that serious. A great movie can be made by people just coming together, and we look at a movie and we think, man, I could never get a chance like that. Like, I would have to know someone, and that person would have to know of a casting call that was happening that week, and I would have to be in town or in LA for a week. And sometimes it's not even that deep. Sometimes it's just showing up. You came to the casting call, Jonah Hill fits, he's giving it to him, Seth Rogen's eating it up, this is funny, he's kind of ad-libbing, I'm not sure, but it seemed like that's graphic. It seemed like that part wasn't even in the script. He's enjoying it. Seth Rogen is recording it himself. Doesn't even got a cameraman that's videotaping his audition tape. And for whatever reason, the point is, sometimes just showing up. Most times, just showing up, it's like writing your name on a paper. Like, half the job is complete. Now we just have to finish it. I would say half the easier job is complete when you write your name on a paper and when you show up. But it doesn't mean, just because showing up is the easy part doesn't make the other part impossible. It's still doable. It's just going to take some work. And just starting, just showing up and just starting is key. It's just do. Just do, the motto. Just do. Just day one. One day or day one. Just do. Just start. Because it's one thing to say, I'm going to get in there one day. I'm going to get in the arena. People are going to know my name. I'm going to get in the arena. I've been working on my game. I don't want to make the arena a ring, a boxing ring, or fight. I don't want to make it anything, because I don't want to make it too specific where you lose the power of what I'm saying. Is we say we're going to get in the ring so much, so often. It needs to be perfect. It needs to be right. I need to get my game. But if you just start, you just get in the ring, get in the arena, now you have no choice but to fight. Now you have no choice but to do whatever it is you do. Now you have no choice but to do, because you've started. And with that kind of circumstance, you would think pressure comes. But instead, in that kind of circumstance, you're met with ambition, you're met with hope, you're met with all these good things start brewing themselves up. You would have thought it was the opposite. You would have thought, oh, I cave, I fold, I give in, I freeze. But when you're in the fight, you're too busy trying to survive, because it's already happening. Just do. Just start. Now it's happening. Now I'm in here. How do I stay up? And you'll start to realize the more you're staying up, you're pretty good at this. You've been practicing. The more you're staying up and you're looking around, people ain't worried about you. They're worried about their own. They're trying to stay up themselves. The more you stay up, the more you respect what it is to stay up. The more you look at people that you used to look at and think, I don't even understand how he's in the arena. And now you're looking at him like, salute, you've earned it. You've earned it. Because at least you're here. The more you stay in and stay up, the more you look outside to people shouting ridiculous comments. But they haven't stepped in yet. And they won't ever. They'll be on the sidelines, and that will be their glory days, to tell of how they seen you win or lose in the arena. But you're in the arena. You started. And I think more motion can come from just starting than it can come from planning. Because I'm a perfectionist too. But that's a crutch sometimes. I can also feel like, oh, I'm such a perfectionist, I gotta do it right. If I'm gonna do it right. That all sounds good. And it even feels good, because it's an excuse you tuck away, put it right under your wing for the rainy days when you don't feel like doing nothing but watching a movie and relaxing. And then you got your excuse. It's your comforter. It makes you feel good. It's your comforter for the moment. It satisfies you. It allows you to stop thinking about it. While the back of your mind is going, we gotta do, we gotta do, we gotta do, we gotta start, we gotta do. You quiet that down and you say, well, I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I have to do it right. I can't just jump the gun. And those are lies. Those are lies, because it's never done right. It's just, it got done though. It got done. I'd rather be able to say, anytime y'all seen, I was out there doing, than to have to say, oh yeah, I was there. I didn't even help. I ain't lift a hand. I ain't meet someone halfway. I put no benefit in me being around. Just start.
Right. That's graphic.
That's graphic.
Michael Cera's audition, like his character Evan, was more repressed and resentful.
You bailed on me, okay? You bailed on me this morning when Jesse spat on me, and you're bailing on me next year.
Oh, okay. Finally, there it is. Great. It finally comes in.
We were supposed to go to college together, Evan. We were little kids since elementary school. That's all we've ever talked about. How am I supposed to get into Dartmouth? You knew I couldn't get into Dartmouth.
What happened to that is you're too stupid to get into the schools that I got in. I'm not gonna let you slow me down anymore.
What are you saying?
You've wasted all my time. Instead of spending the last 3 years chasing girls and making friends, I've spent them sitting around talking with you, you know? This was the last chance to do something that actually mattered with the one girl that actually matters. I mean, if I bailed on you, it's just because you're it up.
You. And next time you're pissed off about something, don't keep it inside for 10 years. Say it like a man.
Look, Dick, I'm incredibly busy, so why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your off, man?
I feel like I can usually tell when I'm watching an actor that I should be familiar with. And watching Tropic Thunder, I don't think I recognized right away that was that was Tom Cruise. One could say that's impressive. I'd say I probably wasn't paying attention enough.
Hi. Beautiful place here.
Thanks.
In 1983, Tom Cruise broke through with 2 movies. First, The Outsiders.
Also says how you see him in Cage 44.
Second, his career maker, Risky Business.
Is this all?
Right.
Yes. Actually, my folks.
Yeah, great. Do you know what it's worth?
No, a lot, probably.
Real estate's great.
In the audition scenes, Tom Cruise's Joel hires an escort,
It's not water,
then realizes he can't afford to pay her.
$300.
Kidding.
Well, how much do you have?
$50.
Joel.
Kurt Russell's audition for Han Solo was an unsuccessfully boyish take on that character.
I think we're due the reward you offered. And it had better be pretty substantial after what we've been through.
But Mark Hamill played Skywalker as troubled and purpose-led.
The fact that no one would venture there voluntarily can work to our advantage. They probably don't think anyone would dare try. Don't you believe? Well, how many more systems have to get blown away before you have no place to hide or forced to fight? Don't you realize what's going on, kid?
You take the glory and the good intentions, I'll take the reward.
Fear is their greatest weapon.
Okay, good.
While Hamill's audition is mission-driven, Rachel McAdams, for her breakout, won the Notebook with a more personal scene.
I know that they happened, and that they were wonderful, but they were very irresponsible. You know, I have a life back in Charlotte. I have a fiance who's waiting for me at a hotel who's going to be crushed when I tell him what happened. And I don't even know if he's going to take me back, but I have to go talk to him.
Make love to me, and then you go back to your husband? Is that your plan? Was that a test that I
No,
didn't
I
pass?
made a promise to a man. He gave me a ring, and I gave him my word.
And your word is shot to hell
I
now,
don't
don't you
know.
think?
I'll find out when I talk to him.
So you're not gonna break your promise? That's what this is about?
What is that supposed to mean?
Money!
Okay, now I hate you.
He's got a lot of money!
You don't think that I love Lon? You smug bastard! Haven't you been paying attention for the past? What do you think's been happening here?
I guess not. I think I must have misread all of those
I
signals.
guess you did. You arrogant son of a bitch.
Did you just stay with me?
Stay with you?
Yes.
Why would I stay with you? Look at us. We're already fighting.
Well, that's what we do.
So?
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. But don't you take the easy way out.
What easy way out? There is no easy way out. No matter what I do, somebody gets hurt.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want.
It's not that simple.
What do you want? Damn it. What do you want?
I have to go. Boo, you whore.
The remaining auditions are lighter.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Respect you if you did.
The sardonic Hugh Laurie for House.
Your paychecks. I have tenure. Don't you gotta grab my cane and stop me from leaving?
And 2 performances which were too good not to include.
I got nothing.
Steve Carell wasn't exactly starving by the time Anchorman came around, but it marked him as a potential leading comedian.
Mentally retarded.
Which he then became in The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
No, it's cool that you're a grandmother. I love the fact that you're a grandmother.
Oh, God!
You are! You're a hot grandma!
Oh, my
For
God!
Anchorman, Carell auditioned opposite Will Ferrell.
By the way, Brick, what are you eating?
Oh, it's one of those delicious falafel hot dogs with cinnamon and bacon on top.
What do you mean one of those? Those don't exist. I mean, that's a used coffee filter with cigarette butts on it.
Well, I got it out of the food basket at the end of the lunch line.
That's the garbage can.
Although with the cooking here, there's not much difference.
I got nothing.
Given his success with the cable guy and Ace Ventura,
Do not go in there.
I can't think of a good reason why Jim Carrey even needed to audition for Man on the Moon. Except maybe that Milos Forman, its director, wasn't convinced that a showman like Carrey could capture Andy Kaufman's awkward and understated moments.
That's
Which
fair.
Carrey's audition would have proved wrong.
Someday when I get the speakers fixed, I'm gonna have a party for all of the unwanted toys that just sit up on the shelf all day with no one to play with them. But for now, I have to make my own music. Would you like me to do that? Okay? Okay.
There's plenty of trademark Carrey in there too.
I've heard all these things you've been saying about me on television. You want to wrestle me? You want to wrestle me, man, with style? All right, fine. I'm not afraid of you, Mr. Lawler, because let me tell you something. True, I only wrestle women, but I've wrestled women that are a lot bigger and stronger than you.
It's easy to trash actors, label performances bad or stupid, but actors only resonate when they're willing to make a fool out of themselves.
I got nothing.
To be comedically and emotionally naked.
So, here it goes.
And that takes courage I'm inspired by.
I agree. How much happier would most of us be in our everyday lives, yet alone chasing our goals, before we even touch that? In our everyday lives, if we would take ourselves less serious, take ourselves as serious as people like Steve Carell as he takes himself, or Jim Carrey takes himself. It's good to have deep moments. It's good to find meaning in life. It's good to understand oneself and surroundings. But it's good for the soul to just let God and let go. It's not that deep all the time. Balance is key. Find the funny in almost any and everything you go through, and you'll feel younger, you'll look younger, you'll behave younger. Find the funny almost any and everything you go through, because those are the souls that when they're long gone, people feel something's missing. Yeah.